असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा मृतंगमय.
ఈరోజు మనం పర్మిటేషన్స్, కాంబినేషన్స్, ప్రాబబిలిటీ థియరీ గురించి తెలుసుకుంటాం. పర్మిటేషన్స్, కాంబినేషన్స్ ఇవన్నీ కూడా సింపుల్ అండ్ యూస్ఫుల్ కౌంటింగ్ టెక్నిక్స్. సో వెనెవర్ we are dealing with different set of things or different set of numbers, items, we are interested in some of the counting techniques. So this permutations and combinations are such useful counting techniques, and in turn we will see how to apply these in solving problems of probability theory. By a permutation, what we mean is the different arrangements of a given number, arrangements of a given number of things by taking some or all at a time. Before we actually go into this permutation, let me just start with an example which tells us how this scientific way of counting helps us in understanding these problems related to permutations and combinations. Suppose a student has 3 books, say B1, B2 and B3, and he has a book rack with 3 shelves. He has to arrange these 3 books in these 3 shelves. So in how many ways can he arrange these? So he has 3 different cases. So the situation is, there is a student who has 3 books and he has 3 shelves to arrange these. So in how many different ways he can do it? Broadly we can classify them as 3 cases. What is this case 1? He can put 1 book in each shelf. Or what could be the second case? He can put 2 books in one shelf and 1 book in another shelf. Or he can think of putting all the 3 books in the same shelf. Now let us look at the case where he can put 1 book in each shelf. Now he can put any one of the 3 books in the first shelf, or he is left with 2 books and he can put any one of the 2 books in the second shelf in 2 ways. I hope you are able to understand. So we are looking at the situation where he can put 1 book in each shelf. So if he wants to put 1 book in each shelf, he can put any one of the 3 books in the first shelf. For first shelf lo pettadaniki 3 books lo he has a choice. ఏదైనా ఒక పుస్తకాన్ని ఫస్ట్ షెల్ఫ్ లో పెట్టగలుగుతాడు. ఫస్ట్ బుక్ పెట్టేసిన తర్వాత he is left with 2 books. ఈ 2 books ని ఎనీ వన్ ఆఫ్ ది షెల్ఫ్స్, రిమైనింగ్ 2 షెల్ఫ్స్ మిగిలాయి, ఆ 2 షెల్ఫ్స్ లో ఈ 2 books ని ఎన్ని విధాలుగా పెట్టగలడు? he can put it in 2 ways. Supposing second book కూడా పెట్టేశాడు. Now he is left with only 1 book and then third shelf. So third shelf లో ఈ పుస్తకాన్ని he can put it in only 1 way. In all, in how many ways is he trying to arrange? The case 1, that is the situation where he wants to put 3 books in 3 different shelves. First book ki he has 3 ways, second book he has 2 ways, third book he has 1 way. So total in how many ways can he arrange this? 3 into 2 into 1 equal to 6 ways. Now let us look at the second situation of his arrangement. He wants to put 2 books together in one shelf and the remaining in another. So, how he can do this? He can put 2 books together out of the 3 different books in one shelf. So, 3 పుస్తకాల్లోంచి 2 పుస్తకాలు ఒక షెల్ఫ్లో పెట్టాలి అంటే ఎలాగ పెట్టగలుగుతాడు? B1, B2 అంటే బుక్ 1, బుక్ 2 లేదా బుక్ 2, బుక్ 1. రెండు ఎందుకు డిఫరెంట్? B1 పైన పెడితే B2 కింద పెడుతున్నాడు. He is putting B1 in the top and B2 at the bottom. It is not same as B2 on the top and B1 at the bottom. So, therefore, those two are different. So, in how many ways can he put these 2 books together? He can put it in as B1, B2, B2, B1, B1, B3, B3, B1, B2, B3 and B3, B2. That is, in how many ways is he doing it? Again, if you count, it is 6 ways. So, having put 2 books, now he is left with only 1 book, and that 1 book he can put it in one shelf in how many ways? In 1 way. Therefore, in this second situation of putting 2 books together, in how many ways is he able to do? Again, if you observe, it is 6 ways. So, how are we getting this number 6 ways? It can be written as 3 into 2 into 1. Now, let me take you to the third possibility. What is the third possibility? He wants to put all the 3 books in one shelf. So, if he wants to put all the 3 books in one shelf, in how many ways can he do it? He can put B1, B2, B3. Now, fixing B1 at the topmost thing, you can interchange B2 and B3. So, you will get a second combination B1, B3, B2. Now, those are the only 2 possibilities fixing B1. Now, let us fix B2 as the top book. Then, for the next 2 positions, you have B1, B3, or now fixing B2, you can interchange again B3, B1. So, fixing B3 as the top one, again the possibilities are B3, B1, B2 and finally B3, B2, B1. So, if you simply count this, how many are these? These are once again 6 different possibilities of arranging 3 books in one shelf. So, how are we arriving at this number 6? I am going to write the 6 as 3 into 2 into 1. So, in all these 3 cases, what is that we have observed? Number of arrangements of n different things taking all n at a time is always going to be equal to n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 and so on. You are going to reduce it up to 1. So, this product, now in the previous case he had 3 books and he wanted to arrange these 3 books taking all the 3 at a time. So, what was the arrangement we were getting? 3 into 3 minus 1, that is 2 into 3 minus 2, that is 1. 3 into 2 into 1 we have seen. In any way he can do it in case 1, case 2 or case 3. We have observed that he is always getting 6 different ways of doing it. So, we are arriving at an important and useful formula, that is number of arrangements of n different things taking all n at a time is always going to be n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 and so on up to 1. So, what is this known as? N into n minus 1 into n minus 2, we call it as n factorial and we write it as n and then you can see that symbol exclamation mark, it looks like. So, that is how we represent n factorial. So, for example, if you are looking at 5 factorial, what is the value of this 5 factorial? It is going to be written as 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So, any factorial if you want, if you are looking at 10 factorial, starting from 10, keep on reducing it by one number. So, 10 into 9 into 8 and so on, if you keep on reducing it by one number until you arrive at 1, that is going to be the value of 10 factorial. So, this is one of the useful counting techniques, simplest and very popular technique, which is trying to arrange n things by selecting all n at a time. So, you will be getting an answer n factorial. Having understood this n factorial, and then how to write this n factorial, what is the meaning of this n factorial? So, what is the value of this n factorial? Now, let us proceed one step further in trying to understand what is meant by a permutation, and then how to go about what would be the formula for this permutation. So, let me quickly brief you with some of the interesting examples where you can give the answer as quickly as in less than few seconds. In how many ways you can arrange 15 girls randomly? Just now we have seen, what is it? If you want to arrange 15 girls, selecting 15 randomly, it has to be 15 factorial. In how many ways you can arrange 5 boys and 3 girls randomly? For 5 boys, it is going to be 5 factorial, and for 3 girls, it is going to be 3 factorial. Therefore, total number of possible arrangements would be 5 factorial into 3 factorial. So, in how many ways you can arrange 4 male and 2 female such that female are always together. So, if you just observe from the previous example to this example, previous example was in how many ways you can arrange 5 boys and 3 girls randomly. There is no restriction here, but now if you look at here, the restriction is they want both the female to be together always. So, what would be the difference now? We will only treat these 2 female as one single entity. So, how many do we have? 4 male plus 1. We are going to just treat these 2 female as 1, so that it would become 4 plus 1 factorial, and for that single position again these 2 female can arrange themselves in 2 factorial ways, isn't it? First female can come to the left, second female can come to the right, or first female can be in the right, second female can be in the left. Therefore, for that single position, these 2 female can arrange themselves in 2 ways. So, total what is that we are getting? 5 factorial into 2 factorial. Now, similarly, in how many ways you can arrange the letters of the word actor? A, C, T, O, R. You just look at the word, all the letters are all different. You have A, C, T, O, R. So, it is as good as 5 different things that you have, and you are looking at the number of arrangements, picking up 5 at a time. So, what would be the number of ways that you can do it? 5 factorial, since you have 5 letters. So, 5 letters can be arranged in 5 factorial ways. So, now let us go to the permutation, defining it. The different arrangements of a given number of things by taking some or all at a time is known as a permutation. So, if you are taking all at a time, we have just seen, I do not know whether you have observed, that is nothing but n factorial. So, we are going to broadly look into the case of selecting number of things by taking some things at a time. So, again in a permutation, how do you write this? Number of arrangements of n different things taken r at a time, that is what we precisely call as a permutation, or what we mean by it is number of permutations or arrangements that are possible. It is denoted by the symbol n, p, r, and what is its value? It is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. So, number of arrangements of n different things taken r at a time, that is what we may call it as permutations or arrangements, and it is given by the symbol n p r, and its value is n factorial by n minus r factorial. So, if it is n factorial, how do you write n factorial? We have just seen you will have to keep on reducing it by 1, that is n into n minus 1, n minus 2 and so on, you reduce it up to 1. So, the numerator would be n into n minus 1 into n minus 2, and the denominator would be starting with n minus r, you keep on reduce it by 1, that is n minus r into n minus r minus 1, n minus of r plus 1 and so on, you reduce it up to 1. So, that is the meaning of a permutation. Permutation is written as NPR and then it is given by n factorial by n minus r factorial. So, what is that you should observe here is arrangement is the key word. Whenever we are looking at arrangements, what is that we are looking at? The formula we will be using is permutation, NPR. So, when you are arranging things, order of the arrangement is also important. What I mean by this, when you are arranging things, whether you put something to the left or to the right, it matters. Are you able to understand? So, in arrangements, whether you are putting a book at the top level or a middle level or bottom level is going to matter. Whether B1 is coming in the top position, B2 in second, B2 in third is going to be a different arrangement when you are looking at B2 in the top, B1 in the middle and B3 in the bottom. Okay? So, the key word you will have to observe here is arrangement. So, whenever you are looking at different possible arrangements, that is what we are looking at, the different permutations. So, this is given by NPR and it is denoted by n factorial by n minus r factorial. Say for example, just let us look at a simple case. How many number plates of 3 digits can be formed with 4 digits 1, 2, 3 and 4? Do you observe the number plates on vehicles? How many digits do they have? We are just looking at one situation where you have 4 digits and you are supposed to write as many number plates as possible, taking 3 digits at a time. So, this is what, now what is it? Whether you write 1, 2, 3 or 2, 1, 3, they are all different? Yes. So, we are looking at the arrangements. So, what are the possible permutations? Now, let us go into applying the formula. If you are looking at how many digits do you have? 4 digits. So, your n becomes 4 here, and how many you are selecting at a time? 3 digits. So, your r becomes 3. So, what is the formula that we are looking at? NPR, that is 4P3. What is it given by? By definition, it has to be 4 factorial divided by 4 minus 3 factorial. So, what is 4 factorial? You write it as multiples from 4 reducing 1. So, 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 and denominator 4 minus 3 is 1. So, it is 1 factorial is 1. Therefore, the simplification of this is 24. So, he can make 24 different number plates by choosing 3 digits from the 4 digits 1, 2, 3, 4. So far we have seen number of arrangements of n different things taking r at a time, in which we did not consider any repetitions. Supposing there are repetitions are permitted, then how does this formula gets modified? Let me again take you with an example. Let us extend this idea of number plates. Say there is a painter, he has to paint a 4-digit number on number plates of vehicles using the digits 1, 2, 3 and so on up to 9. So, you have a painter, he has to paint a 4-digit number on number plate of vehicles using the digits 1, 2, 3 and so on up to 9. So, how does he go about? What are the possible 4-digit numbers that you can imagine? The least, start with the least number, that is going to be 1, 1, 1, 1. Yes, the numbers can be 1, 1, 1, 1, then keep on replacing 1, 1, 1, 2. Like that, if you go up to, you can go up to 9, 9, 9, 9. That means that many possible numbers he can make. Is it worth writing all the numbers and counting? So, let us see how to derive this possible ways of writing 4-digit numbers from using the digits 1, 2, 3 up to 9. If you just observe, a 4-digit number means it has a units place, tenths place, hundreds place and a thousands place. Agreed? 4-digit number means it is going to be having a thousands place, hundreds place, tenths and ones. So, for thousands place, if you are going to fix the number in the thousand place, in how many ways can you fix it? In thousands place, the number can, digit that can come is 1, 2, 3 up to 9. So, what is that we observe? There are 9 ways of fixing thousands place. Similarly, having fixed the thousand place, look at the hundreds place. How many ways, possibilities you have? Again, there are 9 ways for hundreds place. Then again, 9 ways for tens place and units place also. So, in all, in how many ways are we doing it? For thousands, we have 9 places, 9 possibilities. For hundreds, you have another 9. For tens and then for ones. So, it is going to be 9 into 9 into 9 into 9. So, if you multiply and see, that is going to be 6561 ways. So, what is that we arrive here? The number of permutations of n different things taken r at a time when repetition is allowed is going to be simply n into n into n. How many times you are going to multiply? R times, r at a time. From the previous example, you had digits 1, 2, 3 up to 9 and you were interested in writing the combinations taking 4 at a time. So, it was 9 into 9 into 9 into 9, 4 times you have multiplied, right. So, here again it is going to be n different things taking r at a time when repetition is allowed is n into n into n up to r times, or we write it as n per r. So, this is another useful formula. First thing we have derived is without repetitions, and this is the second one. When repetition is allowed, then it is going to be n power r. Now, let me take you to another possibility in these arrangements. Number of arrangements of n things, out of which p are alike, q are alike and remaining are different. So, this is the third situation we are looking at. Number of arrangements of n things, out of which p are alike, p are of one kind, q are all alike, they are of different kind and remaining are all different. Then this is given by n factorial by p factorial into q factorial. So, this is again a useful formula. It is given by n factorial by p factorial into q factorial. So, let me just give you an example here. How many words can be formed with letters of the word international, that is international. So, if you look at this word international, the letters we can club them as of one kind, that is there are I is repeated, N is repeated, A is repeated, T also occurs. That means in this entire word you can just note that the entire word consists of 13 letters. If you count I, N, T, E, R, if you count them, they are 13. And in this 13, N occurs thrice. That means 3 letters are all alike. A, I and T occurs twice. That means you can think that I, 2 letters of I are alike, A, 2 letters of A are alike, and 2 letters of T are alike, and the rest are all different. So, how do you go about in finding out this answer? We are interested in finding out number of words that can be formed with the letters of the word international. So, how do you go about? It has to be n factorial by p factorial into q factorial into r factorial and so on. So, similarly here my n is 13, my q is going to be 3, I is going to be 2, p is going to be 2. So, this is how I go about. So, the required number of combinations are going to be 13 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 2 factorial into 2 factorial into 2 factorial. How did we get this? This is straight application of the formula that you have just seen. If you have n things of which p are alike, q are alike, say r are alike, you can extend this and rest are all different, then the possible arrangements would be n factorial by p factorial into q factorial into r factorial and so on. So, same way 13 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 2 factorial into 2 into 2, that 3 is for n, 2 is for a, 2 is for again I and 2 is for t. So, if you simplify, that is going to be the value. So, what is that you will have to remember from this small little thing that I have taken you all through with the examples and then the definitions on permutations. These are the important things that you should remember. First thing is number of arrangements of n different things, taking all n at a time is going to be n factorial. Second one, number of arrangements of n different things taken r at a time is going to be n p r. And then third one, number of arrangements of n different things taken r at a time with repetitions, then it is simply n power r. And number of arrangements of n things out of which p are alike, q are alike and remaining are all different is n factorial by p factorial into q factorial. So, with this little bit of things that you remember, you will be able to solve any problem on permutations. So, permutation is nothing but arrangements, and when we are talking about arrangements, all that we should remember is B1, B2 is different from B2, B1, and then 4 little formulae we have arrived at. One is number of arrangements taking